Well, a Utah judge is setting a virtual hearing later this month to decide just how open the trial for Charlie Kirk's accused assassin is going to be. As a Utah attorney tells Fox, an open courtroom presents a double-edged sword for Tyler Robinson and his defense team, as moments like this, showing Robinson smirking in court, could shape public perception, all before a jury is seated. Let's bring in New York Post columnist and Fox News contributor Miranda Devine. Miranda, good to see you.
You too, Jackie.
So the argument here is that Tyler Robinson will potentially lose his constitutional right to a fair trial if this all plays out in public view. But there were some critics who saw his initial appearance yesterday and said that guy does not look very remorseful at all. Where do you think this goes? What are your takeaways on what you saw?
Yeah, look, it was quite repellent seeing Tyler Robinson after what he did so brutally to a young father, to Charlie Kirk, to see him smirking and laughing just a few months later in court with his lawyers. However, I mean, a fair trial obviously is important, but in this case you have the victim, the victim's family, Erica Kirk, the young widow. She requested a camera, and his defence team does not want a camera. It's not going to affect what happens in the courtroom or how the judge is affected or any jury. It's incredibly necessary because there are these malign, malicious conspiracy theories that have spread like wildfire, some of them coming from TPUSA friends, Charlie Kirk's former friend Candace Owens, that are claiming that somehow the TPUSA team was involved in this murder, this assassination of their own friend, and that Erica Kirk herself is complicit in a cover-up. These are so hurtful, so painful, so cruel. She spoke out about them a couple of days ago to Harris Faulkner, but I don't understand why anyone would object to a camera in the courtroom to allow the public to see the truth laid out in court and put to rest these lies.
Yeah, let's play that sound. Erica Kirk, she spoke to Will Cain as well about these conspiracy theories and wanting to just put them to bed.
If you want to dig into his Discord chats or whatever that guy was involved in, I don't care. Have a heyday with that. Go right ahead. I'm not telling you to not ask questions. What this is about is the accusations that somehow Turning Point USA, my husband's team, my husband's security team, my husband's friends, my husband's employees are somehow, and myself, are somehow implicated in his murder. That's a line in the sand. Because anyone who knew Charlie and knows us, that's sick.
So Erica Kirk makes a very important point that, it would be helpful to her family to have this play out because she's been suffering the consequences of these conspiracies swirling around the circumstances of her husband's death. And also, she didn't get a choice in the manner in which her husband died. It happened in a very public manner. And, why should his accused killer get a choice in how his future is decided? But the other side of that question that some people are weighing is there a risk that because of the contentious environment around his death, is there a circumstance in which making this public could potentially harm her interest by, allowing the defense to play up favorable images of him and creating a Luigi Mangione situation where you sort of use the public spectacle to your advantage?
Well, I mean, looking at him, I don't think anyone could be sympathetic to him the way he's behaving. But apart from that, the problem is that in darkness and a vacuum, these malicious lies flood in. And so the only real way to stop people believing these conspiracy theories, you can't really stop the people who are spreading them from doing it, but you can stop gullible people and even sensible people from believing them by allowing some sunlight into that courtroom.
All right, and that decision will be rendered sometime in February, according to the timeline for the Robinson trial. Miranda Devine, thank you so much for coming on. Appreciate your time.
Hannity here. Hey, click here to subscribe to Fox News YouTube page and catch our hottest interviews and most compelling analysis. You will not get it anywhere else.